Do you ever just wish for the good old days in Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, that's not what we're gonna have today. Today, we've got ourselves with Dragon Rulers trying to take on today's meta. And when I say Dragon Rulers, I mean Dragon Rulers. I do not mean that it's going to be Dragon Link, but I randomly put all the Dragon Rulers to 3. It's not that I'm trying to, like, bring them back or anything. I'm just bringing the exact 2013 Dragon Rulers Worlds list and seeing how it compares to today's meta. By the way, hi, I'm Jay Stigato. You can call me Jada. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you're liking the content that you see. It lets me know that, I should make more like it. Dinomorphia, if you could believe it, that was the 5th deck. I remember now because I, could look through and see it. I guess all that I really need to say here is that, that hand could be better. My only course of action is to summon a singular Dragon Ruler, which is probably not enough to work with. There's the Brute to pop Vanity's Emptiness, and then there's the Alert, get back Teresa, get back Domain, and, yeah, there's not really, okay. So what you're telling me is, I could have something, but you're just refusing to give me the thing. Oh, by the way, no effect damage. Pog. Smiley face. Happy smiley face. We're going to pay 500, going to register. Yeah, I'd love to activate exactly 0 effects ever. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the issue with Dragon Rulers right now, well, I'll go into game 2 first. The issue with Dragon Rulers right now, at least this exact deck list, is that this wasn't a brick back in the day. It was like, yo, 2600 attack monster. That's okay. Or, I'm not gonna get OTK'd. I have vanities. And they're gonna attempt to summon, I'm gonna flip it, then they'll pop it, then they'll probably be able to do nothing. Just the general idea of the game is gone. Like, I can't even get my draws, man. Like, I got Eclipse Wyvern and Lad in the hand. Trust me, Lad would be fantastic to work with. Also Psychic End Punisher. Yeah, we didn't exactly have to deal with Psychic End Punisher back in 2013. All we had to deal with was Jaugen as a Dragon Ruler player. That's pretty much it. They didn't really have to worry about it that much. Jesus Christ. So, that is 1 to the meta, 0 to Dragon Rulers. Thanks, Dinomorphia. Let's see the next deck and which one I'm going to pick next. Alright, so perfect. I think you understand what it is by seeing Demise of the Land, but yes, it is mine. This is game 1. I have 2 Max C in my hand. I wonder if I'm going to use it at all. I'm just going into Draco Sack because I'm like, yeah, whatever happens if mine comes down, if I have nothing, I have nothing. Also, I just thought the Chain Mech Seed Bottom duality was incredibly funny, and I am absolutely correct. In case anyone's wondering, that is the point where you should smash like on the video, where you smudge smash what? I was trying to speak words. Okay, I'm gonna summon Corseska, and then Rivalry is gonna call Machine. That's unfortunate. Is there anything that you can... Do you have the mine? I'm not summoning any more goddamn tokens. Do you have the mine? See, I'm just sitting here waiting in case I'm like, is there anything to happen here? Like, I've had the Heavy Storm, I'm just like, is there anything? Do you have anything? No? Heavy Storm, oh, okay. Well, let me go into Bure. That's, okay. I was just confused entirely through all of that. I was just like, huh. Also, funny, Reactan discarding the Max C to summon Redux, and then go into Big Eye for, once again, just funnies, more than anything. Yeah, that's a game against Mystic Mine. Got it. Dragon Rulers really are the meta threat if they can deal with Mystic Mine. By the way, are you really not main decking outs to mine at this point? Just play Heavy Storm, come on, Dragon Rulers are doing it. And then, of course, we have the all-important game 2 to see if we can clutch this shit up. Gonna card Destruction just for the sake of trying to get Super Juve, and I did. So, yay, pot of greed. And I've got Book of Moon, which doesn't really help me. Tick Boo, Trio, Metaverse, and Curse Seal. Yeah. Well, Burner's gonna happen. Metaverse is going to activate. the spell mining cave, our, you know, the god of this world, Mystic Mine. I'm not the kind of person who hates Mystic Mine, like, more than anything else. Gonna Heavy Storm, it's gonna get Solemn Judgment in. Okay, that's fair. I have 3 MSTs, I should be able to deal with this, right? And, you know, I'm not the kind to, like, hate Mystic Mine and go, it's the worst card to ever exist in Yu-Gi-Oh! But also, I'm not gonna be out here and say that, like, it's easy to out as Dragon Rulers with exactly 2 named cards that can do anything. I mean, I could just keep going until I have, what do you call it? Blaster plus Fire in hand. Granted, that's just a lot to wait for, and any sort of negate stops that. Granted, not Solemn Judgment, funnily enough. So I kind of just... yeah, this is just the game. This is just the game now. Like, what do you, okay, yep, what do you got? Also, they go to the grave, or they don't go to the graveyard, they get banished now because of Dimensional Fissure. So, yeah. Yeah, this is gameplay. Yeah, you're getting that top tier mine gameplay. We've got MST, Curse Seal the Forbidden Spell, nope. And I just gave up because there is no... there is nothing. I have no other spell and trap removal. We're gonna head into game 3. You've noticed in my, in game 2 and 3 that I still have a Max C in the deck after siding, because yes, we side decked. The only answer I'm going to give, by the way, motherfucker just seems to have forgotten how Card of Demise worked. Or how Extrav worked, excuse me, both of them. You know, yay. We've got Mystic Mine again. Alright, let's hope that we have the out. But yeah, anyway, I have Maxi in the deck purely because my side deck does nothing for this. It was 3 MSTs and that's it. I put in Tsukiyomi just to kind of feel like I was doing something different, but I just could not remove as many useless cards in this matchup as I would have liked. Yeah. I mean, I could just keep Blaster and then just pop this, but also, like, I'm just gonna be completely honest. By the way, MST Dark Bribe, MST it, get Curse Seal the Forbidden Spell. The Mystic Mine player went above and beyond for that. And yes, I realize I could have waited for Blaster to just draw and then discard to pop Mystic Mine, and there's literally no out in this entire deck to it. But, yeah, I just kind of wanted to show, like, at least removing Mystic Mine is difficult, and also, I guess I could have won that if I didn't concede, but did y'all really care to watch a lot of Mystic Mine gameplay? No! I saved it for you. You can chalk that up as a theoretical win for either one if you really want to. Just to say that yes, Dragon Rulers do have a lot of outs to mine, and they're not that difficult to pertain. So, there you go. Yay. Next up, we've got Mathmech. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't played against, like, actual meta decks in so long. And that's primarily because I play a lot of anime stuff, or just, like, gimmicky sort of decks, or I've been playing my own format, Gafar, which kind of has this sort of Pokemon tiering to it, and I'd absolutely check out the Discord, or one of the 2 videos that I've made that talk about it if you want to look into it. If you just look up Casual Yu-Gi-Oh! JC Gato, you'll find them, and trust me, they are good watches, they're good formats, I like them, and we've got more tournaments coming for them, like, literally today. Like, we're literally doing a tournament for it today, and we're going back again on Saturday and Sunday, and every Saturday and Sunday we have new events, so if you guys are interested, go on ahead. But regardless, I didn't know what the new Mathmechs did. I knew what the old ones did. It's Final Sugma and the Extra Monster Zone. That is literally all I knew. I'm going to play Super Rejuve, and then I'm going to set 2 Vanity's Emptiness. Unfortunately, this was just a Pot of Greed. I was hoping to continuously get more, and more, and more. We're going to banish the Water Enchantress, go right of our Ramesir, and Vanities is going to negate it. Or just make it so that it fizzles. Ha 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 ha. Regardless, we've got Sacred Sword of 7 stars to get rid of Redox, Vanity's Emptiness is going away, and I'm going to search React Hand, so now I can play the opponent cannot. Let me get Eclipse Wyvern. Yep, that would have been great if I didn't already get rid of Lad. Infip on the Draco Sack. Just what has to happen. Gonna beat over Circular, you know, the card. It's the Mathmech for all intents and purposes now. Vanity's Emptiness needs to get flipped up once again, and then Superfactorial is just going to summon Alimbertion midway through all of that. This thing's face up, and I still can't do anything. Let me Effect Veiler, get rid of Alimbertion's effect, and let me hope that I can make it through. Another Sacred Sword of 7 stars for another Pot of Greed. I've run out of reactants. We're gonna go Redox, banish Tempest and Lad, Tempest get Corseska, Corseska go into Armory Arm. So, yeah, I'll keep it a buck. I did not, I did not have, lethal here. Like, I unfortunately summoned Redox by banishing Tempest and Lad. Issue being that this is about to deal 3,600 damage over attacking this, 2,600, 1,600. Man's gonna live at 200 life points, and I don't have any way to change that. I could have summoned Tempest over Redox, and I probably would have been way more fine. Maybe I would have been able to, just because I could just not search Corseska. Let me get rid of, a token and the attack position, Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack, just so I don't get hit by something, just attacking directly into it, because they're gonna have a huge amount of attack because it's Mathmech. That's what I figured they did, and honestly, you know what? After basing it off of old, old Mathmech? Yeah, pretty valid, pretty valid. Going into access code, just link climbing normally, grab the link 3, target a Draco Sack. Fantastic, so proud of you. Smile, smile, happy face, happy smiley ball. Thank you for not reading. Now, how do I get out to win this now? Redox, let me just banish these two. And then Ash on title. Yeah. So, fun fact. There were no other dragons in the graveyard, so I was... trust me, the play, if available, was to go Redox and then summon Tidal and go into Gaia Dragon because it deals piercing. Would be fantastic, but yeah. If only I had summoned Tempest so I could use these wins as opposed to the dragons that don't exist. That was why I was hoping to get a baby Tidal, discard Tidal, go into big Tidal, go into Gaia Dragon, and I would have been lethal attacking over Mathmech Circular. There was literally nothing there, but the Ash straight up killed me. I actually genuinely feel like a terrible Master Duel player and saying that Ash should be banned, because I'm sitting here playing Dragon Rulers and I'm like, bro, if only I hadn't missed lethal. I just wanted to equip Armory Arm to the Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack, and I genuinely thought that was enough, but well fought game anyway. From both sides, we both did a little mess up, but you clutched it in the end. Oh no, you banished something and tried to pop a Draco Sack. It doesn't matter. It really didn't matter. Let's head on into Game 2 with Mathmech. Game 2 with Mathmech. Isn't that fantastic? We've got the Sign Up Mining, we got the Wandering Griffin Rider. Like, I'm so used to anime duels that I saw Sign Up Mining and I'm like, who donated that into you? Because that's kind of just the thing. Yeah. Also, I Veilered over the Circular instead of waiting for Alimbertion because I figured, you know, it didn't matter, so I might as well get at least one of them. Maybe I could force Alimbertion. I'm not exactly certain about the choke points or the lines that this deck has to take. So I figured, yeah, you know, that it's fine. You know, it's gonna be fine. Let me just go in, Induction, might as well just bait it out, go Super Rejuve. And now let me draw my cards, and it's double Max C. That would have been fantastic. I swear to God, Max C only exists to be reminded, to just remind you that you could have drawn it earlier. By the way, I know what a circular is, I know what a multiplication, a subtraction, and all of that. Can anyone tell me what a Nabla is? Like, what is it? Isn't that like... Who did that joke? Like, I was going to make a Nabla joke, but like, what is the... No, who is the talk show host that like every single acronym that he would ever talk about, it would just be like, now the National Aeronautics and Space Association, or NAMBLA. You know what I'm talking about? If y'all know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments. I'm drawing a complete blank. I don't even know what I'd Google to look that up. Okay, let's keep it a buck with ourselves here. Everyone out here who's calling Dragon Rulers Tier 0, can we look at sprites and what am I supposed to do? I tried my best. I veiled one thing, but it just will not matter. They have a 3200 attack rank too. That's insane from back in my day. I could never have imagined that to be of exist. And if it did, it would have the effect of, once per turn during the end phase, you die. Acid Golem had a downside. Why couldn't this? It's insane. It's unbalanced. But all this to say, really think I'm gonna play through, Carrot, Red, Toad, Elf, Ash, and Ghost Bell? Do we really have an option there? Super Juve gets ashed? Alright, well, there comes the Death Frog. You could have just negated. Yep, there you go. Okay, we'll negate that. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. You could have negated anything. It doesn't matter. I have to banish Eclipse Wyvern from hand just to pretend that I have an idea of what I can do. Summon Swap Frog, go. Kill Death Frog, and he activates 2 Frogs effect, which I think is some mad fucking bullshit. And that shouldn't exist because I killed Death Frog. And you activated 2 Frogs effect. Also, I'm dyslexic. Speaking of which, yes, it is done. I have read every single Yu-Gi-Oh card in existence now. In case anyone was wondering on when that was finished up. Yeah, it's done. And Dragon Ravine got negated, so I have nothing to do here, so might as well tell you about that. Yep, we have officially finished reading every single card in Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's pretty poggers, because I'm now the only person on the planet, to my knowledge, to have done that. That's pretty cool. And, by the way, there's, the third Ash? God. It wasn't even the sprites that did it this time. But yeah, it's pretty poggers. I think I'm the only person to ever read every single Yu-Gi-Oh card, and it only took 21 days, and a lot of mental fortitude. On to next. Yeah, that's what's been going on in my life. How's y'all's life been going? Has it been anywhere near as painful? God, I hope not. So, we're actually going into kind of a good hand here. We're getting into Draco Sack. Okay, that is all. That is pretty much all I can do. Except I can go Burner, and then summon Blaster, and now I go for the double Draco Sack. Let's go! How can Sprites possibly out this? Come on, this was the best play back in the day. By the way, I wish so fucking bad that I had it. What do you call it? Heavy Storm was instead of Vanity's Emptiness. I'd like a different banned card in my hand right now. Rather set on the field and then flipped up as soon as they normal summon Swap Rock. If they don't have a mine out, they don't have the Vanities out. That's just how it goes. Their Vanities out isn't even killing the tokens. Regardless, we have Onibimaru, the Soul Sweeper, just doing good work, and unfortunately being protected by Spright Elf, just because I'm like, oh, how am I going to deal with this? I'm just going to Heavy Storm. Starter is going to happen when the starter is named Starter. Very funny. Funny name. Funny. Very funny. So we're going to negate the Draco Sack with Spright Red. Let me try to summon Tempest back. Blaster, get me Burner. Burner, summon Blaster. It's just the usual that you'd think of. I was thinking about Big Eye, but no, untargetable. So, unfortunately, could not work out the best in my favor. I'm then going to activate Draco Sack's effect to try to pop Spright Elf. This was where we spent a solid 10 minutes looking at Spright Blue. Excuse me, I'm so used to calling them Sprites. You know, that, what was Hawkeye Rex's name before? I don't even remember anymore. Remember when people were like, we're gonna call it that till the day we die, and then everyone's like, yeah, sure. Also, access code, Lamau again on the Draco Sack. It never stops being funny. It never stops being funny. Please, forget to read Draco Sack every day of your life. Please, eat all the shampoo. All the tips that I can give to y'all. Also, never attempt this. It doesn't work. There's no chance. Also, if I seem a little bit out of it as compared to other videos that I live commentate, I have given up smoking. I have 100% given up smoking. By the way, yes, Thought Ruler Archfiend is the turn 1 play against Tearlaments, which I still don't even know what exactly they do. And no one in my Discord server who knew how to play Tearlament wanted to. So this is someone playing again. I'm playing against Tearlament for the first time without knowing what their cards do. And this is someone who is playing Tearlament off the cuff. People in the voice chat were just saying, oh my god, the comments are gonna rip into you for how you play Tearlament. And I'm like, bro, they stepped up. They're better than anyone in the comment section. Because the people in the comment section are the people in my Discord who didn't play Tearlament. If you played Tearlament, then come on in, let me know in the Discord so that you can be used for videos like this. Because no one in my Discord played Tearlament, or at least volunteered for it. If they did, and they're complaining, it's still their fault. I pinged everyone for it. So regardless, I'm going to Chalice the Rhino Heart because it just kind of, you know, a Foolish Burial effect seems pretty good. Yeah, it seems like they're made up of a bunch of Foolish Burial. Okay, so they're Graveyard. Okay, okay, they're big fusions. Okay, well, we're learning today. That's pretty fantastic. My hand is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Instant Fusion, alright, Instant Fusion. Summon the Kit Carlos. Kit Carlos is going to add a card to hand. And then we have Pellerino. And then we go into Rhino Heart. I don't know why it's not just Reinhardt. That just sounds cleaner to me. Because Rhino Heart just makes me think, you know, like, funny horn-nosed dude. All of that, by the way, first time playing Tearlaments, just decided to BM to summon my own Thought Ruler Archfiend back. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Dakota. Appreciate it quite a bit. Let's head on into game 2. So yeah, even if they don't know how to play Tearlament to the best of the build, I don't know or care. They're doing it well, you know, they're doing great. By the way, Eclipse Wyvern plus 4 Fathers in my hand. That was the hand. So now, gonna send Eclipse Wyvern, gonna get Lad, excuse me, not Lid, the lid. But then, we're going to Draco Sack, get Redox out on the field, Eclipse Wyvern, bust down the Light and Darkness Dragon. Because I figure they just have a bunch of effects and I just want to have 4 negations all at once. Just trying their best to do as much as they can. And then no to that. Meru, we're going to say no to that. We're going to Brand Fusion, we're going to say no to that. By the way, this is mandatory, so doesn't really matter what I summon. I probably could have just actually tributed over the Dragon Rulers and not the tokens. Not gonna lie, anime kind of just straight up gives you brainworms sometimes. I'm like, oh, I forgot that nukes my entire board. The more you know. Thanks for teaching me and learning me a lesson or two. Yay! So now we're gonna summon Tidal. Tempest and Redox are gonna get me searches. Yep, getting all 4 Fathers in circulation is fantastic news for me. Even though it starts with you banishing them from hand, which is unfortunate as hell, but oh well, whatever. We're gonna summon Draco Sack because it is the actual, literal best play that I have at almost any given time. And since this is more, like, focused on the babies instead of, like, Mythic Rulers from 2014 or Lightsworn Rulers from 2014 or anything like that, it's just kind of a matter of, yikes. Also, funny Mirror Jade banished the title, get me a title. It's still very funny. Yay, haha, haha, big funsies. But regardless, the only reason that I'm bringing this, that I'm bringing up that, because it's the babies, it's not really that OTK based or even that negation based. It's just kind of spamming out Draco Sack as much as possible. I genuinely don't think the world's winning deck was the best version of it, and they had 12 cards removed from the deck. All the babies were banned at one point. Also, Dragostopelia being stolen so that I could use Crimson Blader's effect actually is very funny. It didn't matter in this instance, but what if it did? On to the game 3. Will Dragon Rulers actually take a match against something? That would be insane. Let's see if it happens. Okay, so I'd like to say I was desperate, so I played Card Destruction. Oh dear God, it's turn 1. Yeah, yep, this is not even their turn. My dumbass is about to get winded. Let me just Super Juve, draw 3, and, am I just dead instantly because I just... Let me Droll and Luck because maybe they'll search more? I kind of drew a bunch of Dragon Rulers that would have been great to, be able to use because, God, I wish I could, or God, I wish I could read. I was kind of just hoping for, like, you know, Perlarino and branded stuff and, like, all the Despia and some staples to be ripped out of the hand. Not majority Tearlament cards. And also I kind of felt like I was in a bad position if I couldn't get out Lad instantly. So I might as well jump the gun and go card destruction. Unfortunate that it didn't work, but hey, that's just how it is. That was Dragon Rulers versus the meta. How'd you guys enjoy it? I hope that everything was still okay in this video, despite me being on a very rough nicotine withdrawal. Like, I just slept 4 hours, and those were the most peaceful 4 hours of sleep that I have ever had. And I've been smoking for the last, like, 5 years straight, like, way too much. So, I hope it all works out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I also hope that you can watch the video that's on the card right here on the end screen. Go watch it right now. It's really cool, and I think that you'd like it, or at least YouTube thinks you'd like it. Regardless, hope you guys have a good one. Until next time, Jada, out.